Hey everyone, it's Ryzen. Welcome back to Let's Play Odin Sphere. Well, this is the microphone's first setting. I've also repositioned the microphone so that it's pretty much right in front of me. Just adjusting my chair there. And, yeah, I'm just loading my data. And, pick up the book so we can go back to where we left off. That's how you continue. Should put me right where I saved, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, let me know what you think of the microphone positioning here. Or microphone quality of my audio. I'm not going to be editing it really in any way outside of maybe a noise removal if I need to. From what I hear, it's pretty good, but you can be the final judge. Oh, right, we've already did this. Okay, so I believe this is going to tell us about Mandragoras. I could be mistaken. Oh right, you have an airborne attack. I hardly ever use that. Not off to a very good start here. For these flying fairies, let them shoot and then jump up and attack them with an air combo, preferably. I'm trying not to do the dive attack. There we go. Don't double jump. If you double jump, you'll do the dive attack like I did. Which is my own fault. Come on. I hate it when they don't attack sometimes. It's really annoying. There he goes. Got him. Simple enough. Oh, yeah, sometimes you get more than one wave. You can have up to 3 waves. Wait for them to shoot. Do the dive attack on her. The dive attack is really useful for hit and run situations. When you have particularly more than one flying enemy, which you often will. Fortunately, those flying fairies do stun relatively easily. I thought he was going to do a second swing there. Must have confused myself over when he does the dual swing. Right, I think it's the vertical slash and then the horizontal slash. Aw, an A rank. Yeah, I did take some damage. Napalm. We won't be able to make that for a little while, but that's a really good item. I'm gonna save that. Okay, right. When you pick up the map, you hold L1, you can look at the map. The more stars, the harder it is. I believe the way it works is 1 and 2 stars are 1 waves. 3 and 4 stars are... Well, 1 and 2 stars are 1 wave, but the wave is harder if it's a 2 star. 3 and 4 stars are 2 waves, but the waves are harder if it's a 4 star. 5 star is 3 waves, and that is ridiculously hard. I am saving my napalm for that stage right there. You absolutely want to do that. You may want to... Let's see how we want to handle this. Well, we have to go down here, so... the S's are shops, so we definitely want to make it to the shops pretty quickly. So, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we got a butterfly. Butterflies, they have a bunch of ciphers in them. Or phosons, sorry. I always call them ciphers for some reason. But, yeah. They usually don't appear at the beginning like this. It's just a tutorial. I'm trying to find the damn butterfly. There it is. They don't appear on the map, which is annoying. But yeah, just absorb phosons near them, and they give you some free, absorb... Yeah, phosons. They give you some free phosons, so that's pretty nice. You cyclone to defeat them. Hint, hint, this is a very hard stage. It is a very good idea on 4 and 5 star stages to use your magic. This is not the kind of game where you're not going to make it through without using magic or items. It is a very hard game. Finish them off with some physical attacks there while they're stunned from the spell. Very nice. Uh-oh. Now we got a problem. Can I get... Ow! Yeah, there's way too many of them. Let's just get a nice little hit in. I would like to lure some of them away. It is not... Ah, there you are. Very excellent. They will break off eventually. Like this guy. If they try to run past you, that's another good time to hit them. Ah, shit. I didn't want to get hit there. I would like to get my MP back. Well, we'll see. Okay. You actually have to time the hit so that they're still in the process of running past you. There we go. He's almost dead, so we'll get him. Also, when they, like, stop running, so they're about to switch from running to attacking, they have this little slide stop. That's another good time to get in some hits. And since they were all, a lot of them were doing that at the time, I figured, time to get some pain shed there. That tea there, that's another item that you can use. I don't really like it that much. I prefer napalms, but you can use it if you want. Oh, right, I should probably heal. I don't want to eat another one because that'll actually level me up. Alright, so let's go down here now. I'll try and do a full chapter per episode, so they might be longer episodes, they might be shorter, I don't know, I didn't really time them. Now this guy, I think he sells what I care about.
I could charge extra since this is a battlefield, but it's very dangerous. I could have 9 lives and it still wouldn't be enough. I'll make you a deal.
Alright, let's see what we got here. The Spirit Stone. This is really the only accessory that I care for until the final book. Or at least near the end of each character's individual chapters. Because, well, first of all, to equip accessories, you just go to it and highlight it, and hit X. Now, it increases the experience you get from absorbing phosons, so it'll let you level up faster with your weapon level, which will give you spells more quickly. Overall, that is very, very nice. You absolutely want to do that. You want to have that equipped almost at all times. There is a 30% attack boosting accessory late in the game that you may want to consider doing. Okay, it wants us to use a napalm. I'm not going to, because I believe this is one of the easiest mini-bosses in the game. I don't understand why it wants us to use a napalm here. Okay, so I'm going to get him a little kick. Alright, he's going to do a little jump there. Get in, not a full combo. Uh-oh. He's got a little stun there. Okay. When he kneels down like that, he's going to charge at you. But then he's going to be stunned for quite some time. So it's a good opportunity to get a full combo in. He's going to do that one little stab. I would just counter with 1 or 2 swings. Again, when he kneels down, he's going to jump. You can tell the difference between the jump and the charge, because when he charges, he'll actually rub his feet together. I would ignore the other enemies for the most part, because unless they happen to really get in your way. See, that was some nice damage there. Like, this girl is now in my way, and I did not... Uh-oh. You see, later on, that jump attack will really hurt you. Like it did right there. Later on, that can be virtually instant death. Oh, crap. Sometimes he will do that multiple times. You gotta be prepared for that. Always wait a half second before you go for the counterattack there, off of the jump. And that's why I only recommend 1 or 2 swings anyway off of that. That's the best attack you can get him off of. Later on, if you get hit by that, it's virtually instant death. You don't want to mess around with it. When he's doing his walk, you can get behind him, no problem. And sometimes he'll be really dumb, and I don't know what the point of that was. Okay. I do not want to die here. I believe I can finish him. There we go. We are going to use Cyclone to finish off her. I had expected that to actually finish her off, but I was wrong. But there we go. So that's how you deal with that guy. Not so bad when there's only one of them. When they send two after you, then you got a problem. And I don't know how to effectively deal with that, so... Other than trying to separate them and deal with them one at a time. So yeah, that's why I didn't want to heal back then, because I wanted to get my HP back up to full. And I probably will die multiple times. Always listen for the ground as well. If I miss a Mandragora because I'm talking, well, sorry. Right, that breaks through guarding enemies. Guard there. I hardly ever use that, to be honest, unless they're actively guarding. It also knocks them down, but it takes a lot of POW to do that, actually. It doesn't do much damage, so I really don't like to use it normally. Do a little hit and run. I did actually see that arrow, but I was actually scratching my head, so that's why I didn't dodge it. Didn't see that one. Take that. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. The nice thing about that aerial attack, that anti-air attack, is it does knock the enemy down. See? I hate using that. Okay, he's guarding, so I want to do... That is supposed to break their guard. I don't know what the heck that was about. It wants me to use Cyclone. It is going to kind of hold your hand for the first chapter. Like, see, it's spawning a butterfly. Oh, and as you can see, I can have more than... Yeah, those white guys, for some reason, Cyclone doesn't work too well on them, but they're basically the same as the green guys. The only real difference is that they have the ability to guard. Now, this chick is basically another anti-air enemy, but instead of firing arrows, she casts fire spells on you, and it's much easier to deal with because it's much easier to see when they're firing a fire spell at you than an arrow. And she goes in this elaborate casting. However, if you do get hit by the fire, you will be set on fire, which is the flame status element. Not so good there. But it's basically like poison, where you take damage over time. It's very deadly, actually. You take a lot of damage, and the higher your max HP, the more damage overall you will take, which is not good. So you definitely want to watch out for that. But you can get rid of it by simply running left and right, or just keep running one direction, and it'll wear off quicker. So even if you're fighting enemies, stop fighting them and just run away. So you can get rid of that, because that's very deadly. Now, we got a couple of items there, including a regeneration, which it's basically like the regen spell from all Final Fantasy games. Constant healing over time. Not really that useful. I don't really like it. Painkillers, however, are my favorite, one of my favorite alchemy items in the game. They cut damage in half. If you're playing on heroic mode, they're useless. If you're playing on any other mode, they are incredibly valuable. Alright, we got another shop here. Nothing interesting that I want to buy here, but I'll take a look anyway.
I'm neutral in this war. I'm just a businessman. In this bloodstained land, the stakes are high, but the profits are higher.
So let's see what he's got for sale. Nothing that interesting. Yeah, speed belt useless. Who cares about running fast? You already run pretty fast in the game. It doesn't take that long to hit the down button to pick up an item. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. You actually have to actively hit down to pick up an item. Honestly, this should have just been automatic. But whatever. Although I suppose that could be kind of annoying because you could clutter up your inventory. Yeah, 5% negligible. 5% again for HP negligible. Shield ring? I'll use that eventually when I have nothing better to do, but again, I think it's only like 5%, so maybe 10%. It's negligible. Painkillers are much more effective. this the boss stage? Alright, it's going to give us a napalm. Again, I'm not going to use it, unless there's two of them, but I don't think they're that mean this early on. I could be wrong, though. This game is pretty cruel. They will try to kick your ass. Alright, so when he first spawns in, for whatever reason, he doesn't really like to do anything. And I'm trying to bait him into attacking one direction. Uh-oh. I couldn't get my chain going. Yeah, when he's walking, he's really weak, and then he doesn't tend to turn around until after he attacks. Son of a bitch. I had a good run going there. Can I get a few attacks in? Yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore him. Ooh, that was lucky. I was not looking at the map there. I really should have been looking at the map there, but I was not. That's my fault. That would have probably killed me. But not bad, not bad. We got an S rank there. It's pretty cool how I kind of countered the charge by killing him. Let's just pretend that was intentional. Okay, so we got another toxin. The game will not be this generous with the items. Okay, let's do the 5-star stage. But before we do that, let's heal up here. See if we can... Ha! There we go. I want to get my HP up to level 5 before taking on the boss. That is a very good idea. So because of that, what we want to do is we want to plant this mulberry. Let's see if we can get 2 more of those. This one does not require phosons, but it just grows automatically and actually releases phosons. So that's pretty nice. That just restores HP. It doesn't do much experience, so 5. It's kind of useless. And if you hit L2, you can see how much experience you need for any given level. If I start dying a lot, I will edit out until my successful attempt. But early on, I don't see that being a problem. Yeah, see the Cypher there, experience. I need 97 Cypher experience. I need 150 HP experience. Now, let's give that napalm a try, shall we? Do not run into it yourself. And oh man, that is an amazing item. Sets enemies on fire as well. Oh, you son of a bitch. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing. It's one of my favorite items in the game. Let's go ahead and try that toxic. Basically the same thing as a napalm, but inflicts poison. I prefer napalms because I believe I think they're easier to make. And I think you have access to them earlier, so I just tend to use them. Let's see. Do I have another one? Yes, I do! You see that little animation where she kind of chokes up on her staff there? Both hands? That's how you know she's going to cast a spell. Uh-oh. Well, it's Cyclone time. I like to wait for them to come out and then... Except for the white guys. I hate those guys. If the white guys weren't there, that would work, but... they'd be kind of stunned from the Cyclone spell. But fortunately, they were weak enough at that point that I could actually do that. Alright, do not get hit by that fire. Do not get hit by the fire. You can also attack the fire, I believe. Alright, let's bring her down to my level. There we go. Gwendolyn's pretty good in the air, but... Now that better be an S rank for all that work. Better give me an S rank. It's not going to give me an S rank. It's going to give me a freaking C rank. Apparently the game thinks I didn't handle that very well. Screw you, game. Now that ancient crystal, if you have it equipped as an accessory, will revive you once. I guess it could be useful, but honestly, I'd rather just sell it for the 7 gold you get for it. I'm not going to use it, that's for sure. Let's see. Do we have anything left? Any other stages? We got 2 stages left. Okay. I always clear the map. You definitely want to do that because you get a lot of experience for it. And this brings me to my question. Early on, I'm going to show you everything. Do you want me to show you every single fight? I can do that, and I've got no problem doing that. It would actually make it easier on me, because I wouldn't have to do as much editing. Well, I would use Cyclone if you would give me some Ozons here. Oh yeah, gonna use Cyclone. Too many enemies. You better get used to that too many enemy stuff. Oh, another thing with those staff enemies can do is they can actually heal themselves and other enemies, so you want to take them out first. I almost forgot about that. That's what she was doing. That's why she was glowing green like that. Oh, come on. The dive attack is really hard to aim. It's not my favorite ability that Gwendolyn has. Now that's an S rank. If you don't take damage and finish it in under 30 seconds, you got an S rank. Regardless of the difficulty level. The clear time points is dependent on the difficulty of the stage. I think you have like a minute to clear a 5-star stage for full points. I could be wrong though. Okay. Now we've got an issue. See, we've already run out of space. So what I'm going to do, plant the rose meal, show you how that works. See, it's growing automatically. It takes a little while, unfortunately. I could plant them both. Screw it. You can drop items by holding down an X. I'll try not to do this too often because, to be honest, this is kind of boring, but then you just kind of absorb them and you get free Fozons out of it, so that's one way you can clear up inventory space if you have some rose miles. They're really not that useful. Typically plants, except for mulberries, I think do require 12. Need more than 12 to grow, so oh well. Mulberries are pretty good though for leveling up early on. I'd like to have full HP when going to the boss, and later on there will be a much easier way to get our HP up, but unfortunately right now, in order to heal we have to rely on food or health potions that we'll get later on. So, yeah. Gwendolyn never gets a heal spell, so sucks. Other characters do, but it's not what you're thinking it is. So don't think it's going to save you, because it's not. Alright, this is a 3-star stage, if I remember right. So, napalm time! And as they're stunned there, you can take them out. That should be it. I do want to plant another mulberry, just in case. Oh, a butterfly has been spotted. Well, hey, if you want to hold my hand today, game, dual cyclone. That got him. Well, except you, apparently. That should get us back to 2. Alright. We got 2 levels there, too. S rank, I'll take it. Now, the carried over down there, I have no idea how that works. I think the way it works is if you have... Lucky Mix is useless. I'm not even going to use that. Increases the chance that an enemy will drop an item. I think that's only really useful for going after Troll Malars, and, well, they're not that useful right now. What was I saying? I think the way the carried over works, like, say you need 600 points for a C rank, right? So say you get 668, I think you get 68 carried over points. I think. That's at least how it makes sense logically, but it doesn't seem to work that way, unless I just never really paid attention to it. Alright, so we've cleared the entire map. It's 25 minutes in. So... I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do this, but I think I'll show the stages, and then I'll show the boss battle. Oh, there's people you can talk to.
I am here to report that Lord Brigand's troops shall soon arrive.
It's a little late for that.
The general has sent us a message to fight strongly.
Kind of already over.
He's so late. What is he doing?
Being an asshole.
Orders from the king. Abandon the base and assault the enemy with all our troops.
That doesn't seem like the most
Hurry,
effective
Send the order to attack to all the
strategy.
units.
How are you gonna have the supplies that you need? Aren't they in your base? Ah, there's the door.
Princess Gwendolyn. This base is under our control, but the enemy is stronger than we expected.
That's not
We've
good.
entered a deadlock.
Alright, Sao.
I am here to report that Lord Brigand's...
Yeah, you can cancel dialogue with circle. Now, occasionally when you're walking around, you might encounter more enemies. Don't fight them because you don't get a reward for it. You just get some phosons. So, yeah, it's not worth it. Now, the pink there is the chapter boss, so we're going to be taking him on next time on Let's Play Odin Sphere. This is Ryzen, signing off. Have a good day, and I guess we'll be covering Chakras later.